everyone. Haha, hell yeah. Okay, my tables? Wow, my drivers are all set. I'm gonna retry these potions because I feel like I fucked up last time. Who, me? I'm always gay. I'm hella gay. My girlfriend usually comes on with me during the streams. Yes, I realized that from your profile. What's up, homos? Later, homos. We're all in this together. Once we know who we are in our hearts and we see that. Yeah, I'm gay. I feel like that's... I've beat around the bush before about it, but that's because I wasn't out to my family. But now I am, so... you know... I can be more open about it. I can be like, haha, I am a homosexual. Oh, yeah. I'm still working on the join thing. I'm just trying to figure out what's up with it. Probably not gonna offer too many things on there with it since YouTube takes like a large percentage of it. But I'm trying to just get it off just for funsies. Just because I know some people like to support me here through Super Chat, but again, that's just don't. So thought I'd do a little join and have cute little stickers, and after I get a certain amount of people following it, because I initially had a trans flag with it along there as well, but the limit was like 5 or something. How many are there? Let me just go check real quick. No, the limit was 4. But after you get like 5 or something, you can add like another one, and I was like, where are my trans rods? No, Derek, it's a meme. I can be your angle or your devil. Have you never seen? Oh, we must educate. Shh, it is okay. One of the unknown. I can be your angle or your devil. No, fine. Let's just look at this one then, huh? I can be your angle or your devil. We love this. We love to see it. It is. I like the one with the little kitty cat where his face is just like... Oh my god, MySpace. Ah! Mention not the texts of far beyond. Of times long since past. Alright, let's just do one thing, yeah? Let's look up a potion bottle, because I actually don't know what one looks like and how big the fucking corkscrew is, yeah? I fucking mint. just paint or sigh for the most part. I had such a weird dream last night. My Aussie jumped out there when I said lost. But I was like running through a hotel or something, and something about killing another person, and also, I don't know, it was just really weird. Apparently pills, just the person. Ha! Sorry, couldn't help myself. I remember a lot of my dreams, and I actually hate dreaming because it makes me really tired when I wake up. I'm just like, ugh, I'm exhausted. Because also I'm a lucid dreamer, so it's not like all the time I get to control my dreams, but a lot of the time I have some sort of agency in them. Like there's this one dream where there was this guy who was like walking around with me, and we were running in the rain and in the mud, and I was like, hey, you know this is a dream, right? And he's like, oh, I have to go, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I generally don't like dreaming actually. It makes me really tired. Why did I flip the canvas? I'm sorry, just a person. It's fucking time zones. Yeah, I remember when I was really young, I had a dream that my entire family was shackled up. It was like a very stereotypical like devil situation, but I was sort of viewing it third person. And myself and all my family was shackled up in chains, and we were gonna be tortured by these really tall, weird demon guys, and we're in hell. And I was like, oh fuck, this is a dream, isn't it? I hate this. Like, wake up, wake up. And I was trying to like physically open my eyes, and I could feel myself trying to like pry my eyes open. Like even in my dream, and like sort of the physical sensation, and then I finally was able to, and I was like, crikey, that was scary. Time to go back to sleep. And then there was this one dream where I was on a ship, and it was like a cruise, and I had this really weird Pokemon game that I was playing, and there was this other kid with me, and I wanted to get a Sylveon from them, and I was gonna trade them. No, I had the Sylveon, and I wanted something from them, and they're like, oh, I want that Sylveon, and I was like, I'll trade it to you for, I think it was a Vulpix or something, I don't know. And I was like, okay, give me your friend code. And then they're like, my what? And I was like, your friend code. And they're like, no, I gotta go. And they kept running. And I was like, just make one up. Because, I don't know, I guess I knew it was a dream. And I was like, just make one up. It's not that deep. I know you're not real. Just give me a fucking email or something. And they kept running. And then eventually, like, everyone on the ship started to panic. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I looked outside onto the deck, and we were gonna crash into this island thing, and we did, and we're underwater, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. So I reversed the dream, and before we crashed, I like flew off of it, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, I don't give a shit. I think the ship survived, I don't remember. And then after that, I was walking down the beach, and I remember just like trying to talk to people, but everyone kept avoiding me because I was aware. no, he's not Egg Boy. How could you call him Egg Boy after everything? After everything, and you call him Egg Boy? No. I actually did get to play this guy over the weekend with Mouthless Mouse over there, who was Goulash, the little dwarf kitten. I say kitten, but he's not actually a kitten, he's just a dwarf, he just hisses a lot, it's very cute. But Mouse, get on your shit. I want to see Goulash. I want to see my little boy. Wow. And yeah, we had a fantastic session yesterday. No, we're Tuesday today. Tuesday. But it was great. Let me pull up the notes and I'll narrate it. Just so I don't forget, yeah. But yeah, it was run by our friend AJ, bless his soul, All Good Demons on or All Good Devils? What's his fucking Twitter? Some long lines of that. Your crimes will be exposed. Let me get the notes. All Good Devils, who, thank you, Mouse. It was myself who was playing this guy, Elias. Ash, please. His name is Elias, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Anyway. Yeah, she was playing a paladin, half-elf named Apollo. And our other friend Lucas, who's also in my campaign, he was playing a... yeah, he's a dwarf, right? He's playing a little dwarf monk. His name's Zoltan. So, again, cleric, me. Cleric, me. Paladin, Apollo. Wizard, Goulash. Monk, Zoltan. So we all got a letter. And... Ooh, that's the wrong layer. Oh yes, Mouse, shit is gonna go down. But anyway, so we all got a letter saying, we're gonna need you to escort this prince to X Kingdom. Please meet up with this dude in this one bar or tavern or whatever, and then say these magic words and then wait. And so we did so. We met up with the guy. By the time everyone was in, Zoltan was like, hey, where are we going, guys? And it was kind of funny. But anyway. So, our meeting was actually a little I want to say a little rough, but, I went in there first as Elias, and then I introduced myself. I told the guy what he wanted to hear, and by what he wanted to hear, I mean, like, what he needed to hear, for, like, the secret, bullshit, and then everyone else slowly piled in, except that Goulash, because Goulash is a small little goblin who is, how tall is Goulash again? He's like not even a meter, right? Like, or is he like just a meter? Anyway. So Goulash was under the table essentially, and no one could see him. And then Apollo rocked up with his Chadicusness and was like, hello, I'm Chad, haha. Or he didn't say Chad, but he said, I'm Apollo, yada yada yada. And so we got our introductions out of the way, and the dude was like, alright, let's go. So we went up to this giant fucking mansion, and we're greeted by we're not greeted by anyone, but we went into the mansion thingy. The guy told us to wait. We saw a portrait with like some fancy lads, and then a woman comes downstairs after the guy who escorted us to the mansion calls her, or like looks for her, and she's like, hello, and she calls down her son, and he's like this really like hot looking prince guy, you know, the fucking gold locks, blue eyes, yada yada yada. And we were like, oh, is this the fucking prince? And the woman's like, oh, oh no, this is not it. And we ask like the kid, the other prince who she's called down, like, you know, what's up with your brother, like, what's the deal, why are you guys sending him away? And he was like, oh, our brother's a fucking freak, he's like not nice, you'll see what I mean. And so we go into the backyard where some dogs are attacking him, like attacking the kid we're supposed to be escorting, and the kid is a tiefling, and the rest of his family are like humans or elves, I forget. And we're like, what's going on there? Also, what's going on with my shit? Why can I not draw? This is interesting. And we're like, what's going on here, pals? And they're like, he's an abomination, blah, blah, blah. And me, as Elias, I'm like, that ain't right. You can't treat a child like that. And I try to usher the kid away from the house. And I'm just trying to leave as fast as possible. But the rest of the party want to, you know, obviously get information, be prepared, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just very much trying to skedaddle, trying to exit. Because, again, I'm just super... I've become somewhat protective immediately of this child who they're very obviously mistreating. Yeah, he's a big dick, and the thing is, he was the one that sicked the dogs on the kid, and we're all just kind of like, yeah, this family kind of sucks. Although Apollo's like, yeah, this sucks, but also tiefling, because Apollo has some slight racism things with tieflings. Anywho, so after that ensues, he's like, oh yeah, I have a map. The kid who is named Anali, the kid we're supposed to be escorting, he has a map, but it's like been torn and burnt up by his brother in hopes that, I don't know, he doesn't get where he's supposed to go, or something along the lines of that. And we're just like, that's so mean. But I had mending as a spell, or no, it was a cantrip, sorry, and I was like, fuck you, and I mended it. And then we're off on our way, and the first town we went to was a nice little doggy town. It was super cute. The everyone there was a dog person, and the first lady we spoke to was a Samoyed, one of those big white fluffy dogs, and she was really nice. We all introduced ourselves to each other like while we were walking there. I introduced myself as John. Oh yeah, the letter said, want him dead or alive, which is just very strange instructions. But yeah, I introduced myself as John to the party, because I kind of want to play Elias a little more secretive, a little more closed off and reserved, untrusting, so I went with a fake name instead of actually like exposing that his name is Elias first. And then... then both Goulash and Apollo were like, that's an interesting name you got there. That's just, you know, what a fun name you have, John. No, actually, listen, Mouse, it was actually randomly chosen, okay? Were you there when I was asking for the list of random, very generic names? Because, like, again, it was chosen at random. We didn't know it was a doggy town. Anyway, so we get there, and John is pretty sort of untrusting and sort of like, I don't like this. And so is Goulash. Goulash immediately was just like, I don't trust these dog people. They could be lying to us. Why are we just gonna take their word as gospel? Blah 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 blah. And then one of the Samoyed lady gave Goulash like a piece of jerky at the end, and he was like, you know what? Maybe these people aren't bad. But anyway, so we got some information from them, and the path that we were heading on, which was like a much more convenient route for us, but the Samoyed lady told us, oh, this is actually the more dangerous route, so you might want to go around. And we were like, oh, okay, I think like the best bet for us is to go around. And so we skipped over the town we were just in, and then we headed off to the next town where we stayed for the night. Anali, since he's a prince, he got like a fucking allowance or whatever of like 200 gold. Or no, 300 gold, something like that. And we were like, alright, Anali, you're gonna pay. Because all of us are pretty much broke except for Apollo, who has like maybe 50 gold to his name. And so we sleep for the night. I torment Goulash a little because small little goblin. Aw, very cute. And I give him my little jacket thingy as a hammock to sleep in. And let me check the notes. Let me look at the notes. Yeah, we all slept. Anali and Apollo slept in the bed because we got one room because we're cheap. And we were actually discussing whether we should go to the bougier one or to the cheaper one. And Goulash kept being like, no, let's go to the more expensive one. Yeah, Anali's got money. Yeah, listen, the room still cost us 30 gold. He only had 200 gold. One of the bigger rooms from the fucking... We would have wasted all of our money. We got no money, mouse. Anyway, so after we had a nice sleep, in the morning we got woken up by a random person yelling about being scammed by Pete Buttigieg, whatever his fucking name is. It's just a little meme. And we all promptly said no to that. We're just like, no. No. Fuck that. Anyway. So after that ensued, we were walking over to the next town, and we heard some rustling in some bushes, as we were walking over, and doing a quick perception. Oh yeah, none of us engaged with the guy screaming, I got scammed! And Mouse mentioned that Goulash was like, uh-oh, did I scam them? Yeah, he set it up and we're just like, small, milky, big mommy, no thank you. And we just dipped. But anyway, as we're heading off to the next town over, we hear some rustling in the bushes, and we're like, uh-oh, what the fuck is that? And then from there is a cute little giant slime puppy. He's here. He's like, why? What's up? He doesn't talk. He just acts like a dog, but he's like a cute little slime puppy thingy. And Apollo immediately falls in love, and Goulash is like, oh god, oh god. He's like hissing at it, and he doesn't like it. And the slime dog walks up to Goulash and just licks him, and Goulash is all like just covered in slob. And then as they're all walking, the dog thing steps on Goulash, and Goulash falls into the slime dog's body, all covered in it. And then we decide, okay, let's keep these two apart, because obviously Goulash just like hates being within the presence of this weird dog thingy, and it's a semi gag that I, as John, pick Goulash up just constantly. And so I picked him up again, and I was like, hey, how about we walk like this for a bit, huh? And you were like, fine. And I wrapped him up in my little cloak thingy so he wouldn't, so I could like dry him off from the goop. And then as we headed off to the next town, we noticed that they were all like celebrating and, you know, in a quite a festive mood. And we were like, what's going on here? And they were celebrating the god of, you know, wine and pleasure and dance and sex, which is Dionysus. And in this town, because Anali, as I mentioned before, Anali is a tiefling. And tieflings on this continent are a little regarded as less than because of some historical thing on the actual continent itself. And so I took my slime-covered cloak thingy, which is this thing that's wrapped around his waist. This. I took that off of me and I wrapped it around an ollie along with his hood being up so no one would recognize him as tiefling. And so we went into town and people enjoyed themselves like doing like random festivities, things like, you know, drinking and blah 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 blah. And while we were there we met Britney Spears. Or not really, we met this thing called a phobia, which essentially is this are these people who died and were touched by the new god, and they emulated Britney Spears' voice to a T, like perfectly. And Apollo was enjoying himself because he's a big Britney fan. He's a big Britney stan. And so he got a Goulash and Anali couldn't see, so he got them up on his shoulders. And so they just sort of enjoyed the little concert that was going on. And that's also where they found out about the phobias. But once his performance finished, like the demon guy up on stage, they spotted a dog in the crowd that was just staring at them, just staring at them. And once the dog saw that they saw it vanished, and we were like, okay, let's dip, let's go. No, come on, we've done enough here, let's go. And so we trekked off to the next town. So we got there, it was pretty late, and we get to a really rundown inn, and we're like, all right, let's just get some rooms for the night, and we'll be good. And by rooms, I mean room, because we're cheap. I actually, as John, mend the woman's little book thingy, because it was, like, basically falling apart, and, you know, we're adventurers, we do the thing, we help the people. And because of that, we got a discount to the tavern thing. And so going in there, everyone sort of nestled in their own little spaces. I washed my cloak finally from the goop and from just the day in the gross bathroom water that they had there, which smelled like first it was black sludge, then it was green sludge, and we just sort of kept it running until it was fine. And then it was clear, but it smelled like vinegar, and John was like, oh hell yeah, I haven't had this kind of luxury in so long. But anywho, so after that we all tuck her in for the night. And we go to sleep with Anali on the only bed, and everyone else sort of like in bedrolls and skins and stuff like that, and little Goulash in my jacket. And we wake up in the morning. We woke up in the morning, and Anali was gone. The boy was nowhere to be seen. Absolutely, legit. He was just gone. And we were like, oh my god, what if someone killed him? Oh my, we have to go find him. A quick investigation check showed us that we saw the window was open, and then we saw some footprints. Let me just drink some water. That's the good shit. We saw some footprints, and there was a kid that was just crying. Yeah, and AJ is like a new DM, but I mean, I might make videos at some point of our escapades, maybe when we're a little more into, like, the campaign. But for now, it's just sort of like, you know, for tendencies. But anyway, so, once we go outside, we see Anali's footprints, because he's got, like, some weird chicken legs. But so we follow it, and we follow to where the child is like crying, right? And we're like, hey kid, have you seen this boy? And he was like, yes, I asked them to go help me find my dog. And we're like, because, okay, so Goulash was like, I don't trust this kid. I was a little on the fence about the kid, but I mostly trusted the kid because he's a kid. And the rest of the party was also like, Goulash, it's a child. It is literally a child. I doubt that this child is evil. Because the thing is, I was also like not trusting this kid, but then I did detect good and evil, and he was not evil, so I was like, okay, whatever. So we go into the forest, we track down some like broken branches and things that might indicate a sort of struggle or anything that Anali might have passed through here. And so we go, and I managed to climb up into the trees while everyone else is on the ground, because that's where sort of the trail of Anali where he might be led to. And so listen, I know, but like it's good enough to cast good and evil. For me at least. Anyway, so wait, where's that other that is? So after that was said and done, we found him in a tree, sort of stuck up there, and we were like, oh my god, Anali, what are you doing, mate? What have you done? Why'd you go off without us? And sort of like a little angry at him, but then through some perception checks down below, they notice that under the branch where Anali and I sit is this weird dog thing, and then it unfolds into this ungodly slime creature, and with like multiple eyes, and we're like, that ain't a dog, that's no dog, that is not a dog. And so we fight it. Apollo manages to get one hit on it, and then I slam down with inflicting wounds and basically overkill it. It splatters everywhere. We get Anali down, who's like scrapped up and a little bloodied, and kind of, we tell him off. We're like don't like run off like that again. Like next time, just wake us up, you fucking idiot. And so we go back into town where the kid was, and so basically, both Goulash and John are kind of, like, what, like, this kid, something's wrong with this kid. I march up, okay, I keep saying I because of my character, but John marches up to the kid with this bat right here, with that bat, points it to his face, with, like, the remnants of the slime covered on the bat. And I just go, here's your fucking dog. And Goulash walks up to this little kid, and we're just trying to see if this kid has been playing us or not, because both Goulash and I think that this kid has been playing us, while Zoltan and Ollie and Apollo think like, yo, chill, it's just a kid. And so Goulash walks up to the kid and shocking grasps him, dealing him for like 8 damage or something, and knocks him out. And we're like, oh no. And a woman comes out in a headscarf and she's like, my boy! And I'm like, oh shit. And so I'm pretending, I'm doing a medicine check on him because I'm a cleric. So I know medicine. And I don't think I have any spell slots left. Or I do, and I just don't want to waste them in case we engage in battle with this angry mob. And I'm pretending to I'm stabilizing this kid, and I'm like healing his wounds and doing all this shit to him. To be like, hey, look, no, we're friendly. We're helping. We are helping. And so the angry mob outside. So Zoltan, when we arrived at the kid, went off to get all these things because we left it in the tavern, or like the inn where we were staying at. And so, as he's gone off to do that, we're trying to calm down the situation. Goulash is just kind of standing there, guilty as ever. Anali is also just kind of there. Apollo is calming the crowd down, and I'm tending to this child who we've shocking grasped. And then the mob gets a little angrier and starts to come over to us. Who, like, Apollo did manage to calm them down a bit, but it doesn't seem to be working much. They seem to still be like, what have they done to our boy? And so I made a brash decision, and I pulled out my dagger and I held it to the kid, like to the kid's neck, who's still kind of unconscious. And I'm like, hey, no one fucking move. Let's all be calm now. And then as Zoltan comes back, Goulash does like what's that fucking spell called? Cloud, or like foggy clouds or whatever, and fogs the entire area, and I drop the kid and we just start running into the forest. We're just like fuck it, let's just bolt. And we bolt into this forest. And as we're just sort of like running into this forest, we finally like managed to get away. Fogglad, that's the one. We managed to get away, and we're just sort of like sitting there now. We're just like, oh my fucking god, like what do we do? We can't ever go back to the town. Like we're not going back to that town, right? Yeah, no, no. And so we're in the forest, and we want to hunt down this tulipa or whatever the fuck those weird things are called, but then we're told no, don't do it. But Goulash and I really want to kill this animal because we want food, and they were like, but we have rations, we don't need to kill it. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I only have like raw eggs, but whatever. And Goulash was like, well, I don't have any, and we're like, I'll give you some, but nah, nothing. And so night falls unusually quickly, and as we're walking along down the river, because we're following the river we're skipping a few towns over to get to another town, as to avoid the town where we literally terrorized a child, and so we get to a little bit toward the river as we're passing the mountains, and there's this woman with a basket, and she's got some bread in the basket, and we're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And so is this the same video that I had? And so we send out Goulash to pretend to be a child and ask for some food, which he fails miserably at. He like rolled a really low deception. And so we're like, fucking Goulash, and I run up to where Goulash is, and I pick him up, and I'm like, this little rascal, he's just always getting into little trouble, ha ha ha, and we're just trying to play it off. And this woman's like, oh, more adventurous, interesting. And she tries to charm us, and both Goulash and I are just like, something ain't right here, we don't like this. And so Goulash and I are like super on the fence about these women. Apollo is like, ooh, fair maiden, but no thanks, that's a little sus. Because we all succeeded on the check to not get seduced. And we're like, no, we're leaving right now. And so we left. And as we're walking a little further down the river, there's another woman with another basket, but this time it's full of things like meat. Or no, it's full of wine and fruit. And we wearily sort of walk by her, but she speaks to us, and she's like, oh, hello, travelers. Would you, what's up? And both Goulash and I are super weary. We succeed on our charm checks, and we're just like, no, fuck that. But Apollo and Anali, they both get like charmed, and Apollo just starts going like, oh, fair maiden, what art thou doing out here? like Apollo's a fuckboy to begin with, but now he's like super fuckboy, super simpin', and this is where we kind of start to panic. And by we, I mean like mostly Goulash and John, and we're being like, no, fair maiden, it'd be super rude for us to come to your house, because they were trying to get us into their fucking house. And we're like, no, fair maiden, that would be like super rude of us to go to your house. Like, we should take you out on a date. Like no, come with us. Like, Apollo, don't you agree? And I was like, no, they're right. Like, oh, I don't want to be rude to that fair maiden. And then it's like she eventually like talked her way out of that and convinced sort of Apollo to, oh, like, it's okay, you can come to my house, like, it's fine, really. And then we tried a bunch of other things to just get them to at least, because what I thought was it was a charm spell, and charm spells last for an hour. And so I was just trying to like distract them for an hour or so, right? But this was not a charm spell, this was something else. Yeah, we were afraid we'd have to fight him against the lady. And so we kept trying to snap him out and talk some sense into him. And we kind of did so when we called him ugly. Like at first I was like, come on, you don't want this guy. Look at him, he's so average looking. And then like a few seconds later, Apollo was like, wait, average? And I was like, oh yeah, you're kind of ugly. Like we've been traveling for 3 days. You're kind of stinky. Do you really want to be in front of the fair maiden in this state? Like, dude, like, I'm your friend. I'm gonna tell you right now, you stink, dude. Like, I don't, like, you need to go freshen up. And then Goulash was like, oh yeah, dude. Like, you need to go freshen up. You can't be, like, this nasty in front of this woman. He's like, oh my god, you're right. No, okay, be right back. And so he fucked off for, like, a little bit towards the forest. And then he comes back, he's like, no, guys, help me. And Zoltan, like, there's another woman who comes by with meat in her basket, and she manages to charm Zoltan. We're like, fuck! And so now we have 3 idiots who are seduced by these very lovely women who are like, let's go back to our place, to our nice little cabin. It's just a 15-minute walk away. And one of them threatens me, and I get so fucking scared. Like, I'm just like shaking in my boots, and then I get so scared and I'm unable to move essentially, and they start walking away and I'm like, oh! I pick up Goulash and I'm like, shocking grasp, and then I throw Goulash at one of the ladies, and Goulash shocking grasps the shit out of her, and then some fight ensues. So basically once we got their concentration off of the spell that they had our our party in, we were able to get them back, and then we started to fight them. Anali went down, but Apollo managed to stabilize and give him some health, and then we killed them, but there was one last sister left that we hadn't encountered yet. So we decided to just go up to their little cabin thing. We like scoped around to see if anyone was there, yada yada yada. No one was in there yet, but we knew that eventually, like, she'd have to come back to, like, her place. Like, this is her pad, bro. We're basically invading, but whatever, they tried to kill us. So we just sort of, we stay there for the night. We find a really cool sword. Both Anali and Goulash make some checks to see what kind of a sword it is, because, Goulash is the wizard, he knows that kind of stuff. They figure out that it is a sword used to kill phobias, which, as I mentioned before, phobias were the people, like, that are weird and touched by God or whatever. And so that went to Apollo, because no one else really had a need for it. And I'm pretty sure Apollo is the only one who, should have it. We have a monk, a little wizard who can barely, like, pick up a twig. I'm a cleric. I don't really need that kind of shtick. Swords aren't my thing anyway. And then, so we all sort of set up for the night. I make a trap outside just in case the other lady comes by, and we all agree to take shifts as the night goes on. And that's basically where we are at the moment. It was like a really, really long session. Even though I've kind of like jumbled my way through these words to explain it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was stressful because Apollo. But yeah, that was basically most of what we did, I'm pretty sure. Oof. Some water. I'm like so afraid to continue with this potion. Yeah, it was pretty eventful, but we also did meme through a lot of places. We didn't listen. I stabilized the child. The child is not dead. We can rest easy knowing that much. The child is not dead, just probably scarred for life. Lost his dog. We killed his dog. Then we shocking grasped it until it was unconscious, and then we dipped. So you know, besides the trauma we've inflicted, the kid's fine. He's not dead, and that's what matters. No, you did great, Mouse. You did great. And some spot-on role-playing. I mean, did we? He was just a child. Surely, he won't, you know. Listen, it'll be fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're fine. But yeah, I can't wait to play again. We're gonna be playing the campaign that I'm the dungeon master for this Wednesday, which Mouse is not in, but she sits in and listens to it sometimes. Can't wait for that one because I've got some very spicy things planned throughout it. But this is my first time playing a character in like 2 years because it's been super fucking long. Other than that, when we're really old, that'd be kind of funny. Listen, if what manages to get us is some stupid kid we accidentally shocking grasped so long ago, then like so be it. No, you have a normal lifespan, you fool! Stop! You only die because you're an idiot. Other than that, you know, you're fine. Actually, no, you're not fine. I take that back. That goes under the pretense that you're not an idiot. Never mind. Oh yeah, Goulash is like severely lactose intolerant to the point where if he drinks it, he'll die. He'll just straight up die on the spot. Which I think, personally, is fucking hilarious. Can I get some speckles? Ooh. Listen. Every time we go out, even though I fucking hate tres leches, I'm gonna get tres leches and I'm gonna just fucking... I'm gonna force you to eat it. Or grossly eat it in front of you. You know what a tres leches is? It's basically that weird thing that's like, it's made with 3 milks, and it's a sweet dessert thing, and it's, no, it's basically like milk with bread. I really don't like tres leches. Tres leches. Is this thing. Except I've seen much milkier versions of it. You know. No, it's not condensed milk. It's this thing. I hate tres leches. It's just soggy and gross. Cursed cousin of bread water. Red Robin. Yum. Yeah, I like that one better. No, I just don't like it. It just feels like I'm tasting soggy milk bread. To be fair, I also haven't had it in forever, so... That's because I avoid it. My friend is like loves it. Hello, Noel. Hello, Mario. Bone jaw? What does that mean? Hell yeah. Glad someone recognized it. Jawbone? Best werewolf, I agree. Even in cake form, I don't want it. Again, yeah, I have a friend who just really likes it and always orders it whenever we go to like what'd you call it? Fucking like restaurants or whatever. And I'm just always like, ew, that's disgusting. It's not that even that I hate it that much, I just don't particularly like it. Yeah, I thought it'd be fitting to have just some like relaxing music like this in the back. Since, you know, we're doing D&D things, so. Thought, you know what? Fuck it, yeah, might as well. I see, Christopher. But yeah, I just have like a bunch of playlists for like D&D stuff, so you know, might as well use them. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to figure out how to slice this on without like overdoing it. Oh, wait, I saw one person do like a... Okay. Wow, mouse outing me. Yeah, I listened to like a lot of early 2000 rock and emo. I listened to a lot of My Chemical Romance, although I have been going on a bit of a weeb kick lately. Been listening to the fucking Tokyo Ghoul opening and a lot of Lisa. Lisa has just some really good songs, and you know, she has no right being that good. Oh, but yeah, I listen to a lot of I guess like what I listen to a lot is just a lot of rock, alternative rock, emo, punk, indie, stuff like that. Again, listen to an ungodly amount of MCR. Fall Out Boy. Who else do I listen to? What did I listen to in the past few days? This is not looking very good. I need to find it. Let me go to my Spotify. Paramore, you know, Hayley Williams, Petals for Armor, listen to that a lot. I do listen to pop. I listen to just about anything and everything, but I tend to... I actually don't listen to a lot of Billie Eilish. I have a few songs that I like here and there and that I have in like OC playlists, but I don't actually actively seek her out that much. There's like a few songs that I like from her, but other than that, I don't really like Billie Eilish. Not that I hate her particularly, I just don't care for her that much. Yeah, just, you know, just, I don't think she's bad or anything, I just don't vibe. Let me look up some stuff, huh? I'm trying to do like a fucking water pattern to put that's not what I wanted. To put on top, and I used to be able to do it really well, but now I can't. You do like little boys like this, and then you just go. You just do it. Let's see. I also listen to like some really trashy shit. Just like things that like radiate chaotic energy. Haha, nice, Christopher, nice. Again, like, let's see. I have like a lot of character playlists. I have Shira, Ketra, and then Kitadora. I have playlists for my comic characters, and then I have a playlist for a D&D campaign that I'm writing that I just use for inspiration called All We Are. Then I have a Madoka Magica playlist. And then I have my Elias playlist, which is for the character that I'm drawing right now. I like Daughter. I like Joji. I don't actually like Panic at the Disco that much, actually. like there's a few songs of theirs that I would die for, and you know, some singles that are really nice, and some things off certain albums that again I really like, but don't really like Panic that much. Not as much as I like, for example, Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy, I listen to their albums regularly, especially Folly Adieu. That one at the moment like slaps really hard. I mean, it's always slapped really hard, but just Folly Adieu, my boys. Ah, Folly Adieu slaps so hard. It's such a good album. Same mouse. For example, like, I really like that one album that had Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time and Emperor's New Clothes. That I really like that album of theirs, like, mostly, but their other albums as a whole don't slap that hard for me. I like Nearly Witches, that's a good song of theirs that I enjoy. Is Turn Off the Lights from them? The one that's like, turn off the lights. Turn on the spark for me tonight. I got my head in the clouds. Was that from them? Yeah, no, it was from them. Got the classic emo things like Mona Lisa. Same. Northern Downpour, really good. Nearly Witches. Again, love them. Fall Out Boy, love Folly Adieu, Take This to Your Grave, Infinity on High. Damn, fucking guinea pig, big boy yelling. No, it's okay. You can show your appreciation for Whiterun. Song makes me sad. I lost my horse here. But I also bought my horse here. Maybe it's good. Ever since we met, it's the only thing that makes me feel as good as you do. Love that. Anywho. I don't know. I can't tell you Panic songs off the top of my head. Oh, goodbye, Derek. Hope you had a good time. No, I didn't abandon my horse Butter. Here's what happened. I skipped. I quick traveled to somewhere, and I was on a new horse, and Butter was dead next to me. Butters was dead next to me. What was I supposed to do with that mouse? But then I went back to the stables a few days later and he was there. Yes. His name was Butter. No, it is Butter, but we just call him Butter. It is like 2 or something? I don't know. Why do you keep going back? That's homophobia. Ooh. Hey, my old potions. Ever since we met, I only showed up with your perfume. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Oh, do you want to know how long we've been live for? I'll tell you. About an hour or so. Hour and 8 minutes. Haha, nice. Ooh, we're at 69 minutes. Nice. Good luck, Maria. You get that work done. Ooh, not Sayakamiki, I meant Cube. Yeah, Cube. Oh, hello, Faye. What time is it for you? Six a.m. Christ, why are you up? Thank you. I'm trying my best here, as I don't really know how to draw these boys. That was a wee bit scary, huh? Well, enjoy your time here, Faye. We are going to be in here for a bit, for a minute. Just... Ooh, I cannot speak that, my boy. Thank you, Strawberry. Let's undo a lot of that. Well, that's just one potion. Well, I guess if we did do a lot of experimenting, the other ones should go by faster. I say should. I also really want to watch the Sonic movie, but that's on our movie list in the Chad's mouse. Alright, that's one potion. Oops. I'm not gonna make this a potion. Rather some powders. Same. I was supposed to watch it in theaters, but then things happened. Life happened. Oh, nice. want to make that really tall, but I guess I'm gonna just make it really short. It's really... Now let's make this bitch a little more full. Let's make this thing like a weird dippy thing. You wouldn't see it if it's a thick boy. Now let's not. It'll just be a thicker liquid, and then if I wanted to make a more cream-like thing, nail polish. How do you think he keeps his nails nice and glossy and black, huh? Haha, very funny mouse. Oh fuck, why did I make this purple, by the way? I don't think I was supposed to. Oops. Let's go to color and make it a little more blue. Ah, let's just fucking leave it purple on. Not all of his potions are gonna be the same color. Some are blue. Portable drink, but a soda. Stack it up like the shifty pagoda. Yeah, me too, mouse. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up again. I'm too lazy. I want this to be kind of like, not gel, but also not honey. Like something in between. Something in between what gel and honey would be. Maybe just like a really thick honey. You know what I'm talking about? Ouch, my leg. Oh, welcome back, Dirk. Listen, we welcome all levels of English here. Wow, talking has made me so tired. It's weird, I used to be able to do streams for like 7 hours. Like I'd just sit in my room on fucking Picardo or something. And I'd stream for like 7 hours. And now I'm like an old person, I'm like, oh, I've done 2 minutes of physical activity. It is time for me to take a nap. So I am old, and my bones are brittle, and my brain has been fried. And yet I keep my wits. If any of you have ever wondered what it was like if for me to be a DM, that's basically it. Old lazy voice, haha. Man, I love D&D. My girlfriend is now super into it as well. Because before she was just like, yeah, this is fun, this is great, but now it's like we were talking about it last night, and she was like, it's all I can think about. I just want to play D&D. I love my little paprika, which is a little rabbit. My brain has deteriorated, mouse. What don't you understand? It's gone with the wind. No longer with us. Dead. Oh. Paprika. I can't wait for them to get to that one again. Being a dungeon master is so rewarding. It's so taxing, but God, it's so rewarding when you get to just be mean to your players. And they don't even know that you're gonna be mean to them. They don't know all the things you've set up, all the little plans that you have. Shh, my little phone. Oops. While we are here and we are drawing potions, might take a break soon to redo one of his refs because he technically needs to have his hair down and he technically needs to have no shoes on, but I don't want to draw feet at the moment, so we'll do that in a bit, but it's mostly for his hair. John, yes. Yeah, his post-furry form. I've put on some raining background sounds here. I don't know if you can hear them. They've been on for the entire stream. But it's also raining here. I just thought it would be fitting. And I didn't want to open up my window for you all to hear the natural thing. Ooh, yes, do show me. Ooh, those kind of shoes, nice. But as I was saying, I don't want to open my window because there's construction outside because there's a building being built across from me. But I just thought it'd be nice to have some rain ambience while I too have rain ambience, but in real time. Can y'all hear my fucking rat? The way he screams. What a rat. merge these all down, eh? I might actually have to open up my window soon though, because it's getting hot in Topeka. And by Topeka I mean my room. Splatoon and Sonic artists just can draw shoes so well. Crazy. How people just do that with their hands? What the fuck? Having second thoughts about having this blue. What if I had a green? Or I could have it this color. I don't mind that. I don't hate it. Yeah. Mm. Listen, I'm right about all of my headcanons for the Magnus Institute, at least. I know what I'm talking about. I'm right. That's just that. Also love how the Magnus Archives. I wouldn't do. Listen, they have a limited thing. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. I was gonna say I love how they made John with Karkat's quirk because they're both annoying and gay. I'm simply saying that listen. Same brain, because I was also like, what if we make him Tavros? Because, haha, shy little man. Oh no, you can. There's like a part 2 where like Dave kept very explicit, but like, I'm, like as much as I still hold on to and cling to Homestuck, God, why is my sister yelling? Anyway, as someone who loves Homestuck, I don't think you should. No, but as much as I love Homestuck, and as much as I still sort of cling to it as a sort of cultural phenomenon, I'm so tired of it. Like, I'm tired of everything new that's come out about it. Like the Homestuck 2 and the epilogues and whatever the fuck. I'm just tired. Me as a person in general, just tired. Tired of living. And me. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Mouse. Because otherwise, like, Homestuck is just like a bunch of references all like rolled into one, like at that point, like when you talk about it with friends and it's just like it's so easy to integrate yourself into it but also your friends, and you know, it's fun, but not when you're alone. And I feel like now that like the Homestuck fandom is still so large, but it's also just comprised of people who are tired of it and people who are still in it, but they're in it just because they kind of know it, I guess. Like, I know there's so rare that you get new Homestuck fans. There's just so many old Homestuck fans still sticking around, still kicking. Still, if you mention any of the kids, they'll be like, hmm? Or any of the trolls for that matter. Even Mouse. Even yesterday, the fucking Homestucks came out of the woodworks in my DMs like, Happy Homestuck Day! Like, it's hard, it's not easy to kill these bitches. It's like an undead fandom. It's like it hasn't died, but it's not like particularly active. Not active, but like, you know what I mean. They're undead. It's an undead fandom. Holding on to whatever we can at this point. Or maybe that's just me. Yes, ginger potion. Except this is more like a semi-liquid rather than a liquid. I hope that's like clear. Haha, clear. Get it? 'Cause potions. Potion. Hello, unknown. Oh, no wonder. I had that ticked off. Yes, it is. Or at least I'm pretty sure it is. It should be. Let's see. Yeah, it's also sell the scrolls. Oblivion. At least that's what this thing says. Skyrim. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Oh, hello, my darling, my beautiful baby. Yes, I have. I made one little potion and one little gel bottle. I redid them. I did not like the way it was going. I did not like the graphic nature of the other two. Wow, the whole gang's here. That's not true. Where's AJ and Lucas and I'm tired. Okay, Kyle. Whole gang. I have a piece of ginger in my kitchen, like just laying on the countertop. And every time I pass by it, I'm like, haha, look, it's Gina. I want these to be like some flakes or something. I mean, it just depends where you go, Circuit. If you have nice friends, then you know your experience is gonna be nice, but you know, that's Homestuck is so big. It's like saying all furries are bad or all furries are good. It's like it's so big you can't put them in a small little box. things like the Ruby fandom, or I don't know, other fandoms are like big, but not so big that they die. For certain games or whatever. Like to see that they're, oops, did I unplug my tablet? Nope, haha, we good. You know, it's just, they're too big to hold. And it can be a little annoying, sure, but I don't know. Probably just sketch up these bad boys and sketch my boy's hair, so maybe another hour. Can I have my rights? Thank you. Alright, let's knock the big boy out. Whew. That don't make no sense. There we go. Do I want to make this like a swoosh? Like one of these good old classic. Wait, no. Yes, there we go. Swoosh. You see, that's me always, Zerine. Once you're hooked, you're hooked. Ooh, I'm so glad you're just as obsessed now. That was me thinking about my tiger. I want to play a scared little satyr boy at some point if I don't ever play Gertrude. I just really want to play a cowardly character. Courage, the cowardly dog. Hello, Smart. Yeah, that's why I almost like never use the thingy to a T, because either it's so underpowered that it's like, why am I even doing this, or it's so overpowered that you're like, god damn, yeah, I'm about to break the fucking game with this one, boys. So you find a nice little balance for yourself. A Twilight one-shot? Oh, maybe I will also be a vampire then. Or maybe I'll be the helpless Bella, who has like vampires and we're always loved at her. But no, I don't want that. I want to be a monster. I don't want to just be the monster fucker. I want to be the monster. I could be Jacob, except less of an incel. I'll just be really angry. Or maybe I can start out as an incel and then stop being an incel. You know, growth. Incel campaign, we all start out as incels. And then we become better people. Love that for us. God damn. play Skyrim. Nobody's stopping you. Oh yeah, I do, Mouse, I do. Yeah, Skyrim. Oh, yeah, we also had a problem with this because Mouthless Mouse, when she bought it, we had some issues with this. So here's what you do. I'll help you out here. Here's what you do. You go into your side folder, right? You go into side 2, and instead of all those, um, uh, before all of those, you had like these all separately, right? But here's what you're supposed to do: delete all of the folders that you have there, make an init folder, and then put all like my bristle brush blah 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 into your side 2 folder, and then everything should work, and then you should still be able to make like custom textures and just add them in here like whenever you want. So it was a little confusing for us at first as well, yeah, but that's how we fixed it. Or that's how you're supposed to do it, I think. So. Good luck. I hope it works. Thank you, Pocky. Aw. Very nice, Argan. Is this it? Interesting, no, that's it. Oof! Damn. What's the error that you get? Like, what does it say? No errors. Ah, very nice, Pocky. Digital art slaps. Maybe a little biased, but you know. I know I'm kind of brain dead right now, but God, I really want to play D&D. Tomorrow. That's when our next thing is, right? It's not that complicated. Like, don't get me wrong, there's like quite a few things you have to learn. But if you have a dungeon master who already knows how to play, then, you know, like it seems a little intimidating to get into. But it's, you know, once you actually like start doing it properly and through repetition, you get the feel for it, and you start to understand how the game works, and listen to podcasts. Those also really help, to sort of help at least understand what it's like a little bit. Those are real good. That's okay. You can play on Discord, for example. That's how we do it, because we're all on like different sides of the fucking globe. Or that's not true. 2 of us are in Europe, and then 3 or 4 if you count from my campaign are in America. You can do things on Discord, like for example, like you can make maps and stuff in a program, and then you can share that screen or whatever, and then you can use that basically as a map if you really wanted to, and then for minis you can just like use little icons or whatever, or little triangles and figures. Like let me bring up a thing that I did for a quick little dungeon. So this was the dungeon that my players were in, and the way I did it was I basically had a little masking group, and their field of vision was essentially this thing, and so that's how they went throughout the dungeon. And yeah, it's here, I think so. But oh no, I don't know where it's gone. Oh no. But essentially, I had little dots representing the characters that moved along with this, and I mean, you can run a game like that, but I would personally recommend getting some more players, maybe like 2 more people, or even 1 more person. That's fine as well. But it's if you have any online friends who are interested in playing it, like tell them to just roll up some character sheets and just get a crack in it. And also another cool thing you can do is like you can have bots in the server and play music from there. Like the music that you hear right now, that's from my D&D playlists that I have. I've got them like all sorted out for like ambience and shit like that. Like all ordered in whatever I need them. And this is just like sound little thingies, but you can also have whatever RPG music that you want. I have a bunch from just like things from RPG channels in general, but also like things like anime and stuff like that in video games, because a lot of times those soundtracks. Is there? That'd be fucking tragic if there was one. But they basically are the ones sort of running everything behind the scenes, and then you as a player react to those things, like and like you tell a story essentially through it, not all the time, but most of the time, yeah. And then you fight stuff, and then you engage in like roleplay and things like that. It's basically a role-playing fantasy game with dice, more or less. And if you've seen that alignment chart that's like chaotic good, true neutral, yada yada yada, that's from D&D. That's like where it originated from, so. Ah. Huh. Why did my stream end? That's interesting. Don't like that for me. That's no good. Oh no, it's back. I just needed to refresh my page. Hello, Spots. Doing fine. How are you? Very nice. Gonna get rid of that. Oh, very nice, Spots. Very nice. What game are you playing? I-10s? Ends? Fucking Christ. Let's get rid of this and get rid of this. It seems like I had started to Are you playing those all at the same time? Yes, hair down. I mean, I'm sure there's like recipes online from like someone's nan or something. Your bird scared her away? What does that mean? Ah, I mean, the thing is, sometimes they get so like loud and ear piercing that like they're louder than you, and it really hurts the ears. Like I don't know why it picks up the chirps of your bird so loudly and so like piercingly. They really be Scooby-Dooby doing that. The video. Well, Serena and I plan to have a dog and a cat at least. Var, you should play TNT if you ever have the opportunity to. It's a good game. I don't know if I want it like that or if I want it more like straight. Just a blue tongue skink named Dinky. Well, you want like a Scottish short-haired, right? That's a thingy for Hosuko. Or was it like a... No, it's not Scottish Fold. Yeah, I think Scottish short hair or long hair. For the cats. And I just want a shelter cat. Oh, Scottish Straight? I'm sorry, I get confused with their big boy names. Anyway. And I just want like a cat from the shelter. Because I feel bad for the babies. I want one. And also I'm just used to just having like picking up strays. And then for the doggy, I'm pretty sure we settled on Samoyed. Yes, little Samoyed. Dekatsu. Tortoise shell? Oh, what a cute boy. I got confused because he had tortoise in the name. I was like, Toitus? I like the idea of having his hair just a little more unruly. Wig sis. Yay. card, you know. Oof, stabilizer. The Psy update kind of fucked up with my settings a little. Why is it density at 100? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Just the way that the brush tapers off at the end, oof, gets me a little annoyed. Poggers, mate. What was the fix? What did you have to do? I see. Hosuke Wakuni? I don't. I only know it from what I've seen. As in, like, I've seen screenshots and things like that. I know it's like 3D, right? Why bean and cheese from Penny? How'd you get from there to there? I see. I'm glad things are working for you, Sad cheese it. Wow, I just realized your name. Gonna copy this and can I have my rights? Ah, I hate how much it tapers off at the end. You're killing me here, mate. Why does it taper off so much? Sigh. Tell me why. It didn't used to be like this, and now it is. And I don't know if that's because of my reinstalled drivers or because of Psy, because I updated them both at the same time, and now I'm dying. I'll have to figure it out at some point. Thing is, I think my pen is also weird in other programs, so it might very possibly be my drivers. It's from me. But also it's raining outside. Double rain. I remember drawing with the mouse. I used to do that all the time. God, my wrist. I used to draw on laying down, like on my stomach. Alright, I think I'm done for now. Yeah, I've been streaming for quite a bit now. How long has it been? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, my back. But yeah, thank you, everyone for joining. I'm probably gonna be streaming this for a while until I fucking finish this rep, you know. 2013. But yeah, thank you. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you for joining.